What up? What up? What up? I'm not gonna do that. Can you do it different?
It's
Do
already
it different?
recorded.
Oh,
I'll try again.
we're starting off this solo DM very poorly. Marshall, will you go ahead and give us a recap of what happened last week?
I don't fully remember how the session started. I remember the bulk of it was just us going to the library.
One day after the worm.
Oh my god, was that in the same session?
Yeah, I think
we
so.
wrapped up the worm
Jesus,
fight.
all right. That's okay. Thank you, Christian. We fought a big, horrible, ugly purple worm that would have completely demolished us if it were not for the fact that oh gosh, what's her name? Machines' girlfriend. What's her name?
Felicity.
Felicity, thank you. I was blanking on it. Felicity's party and our party were going head to toe in the last round of Cursed Banners for the year, and we were stopped in the middle of a match by a giant purple worm that ended up attacking us. We saw a bunch of smoke coming out of it, so it's safe to deduce that it was affected by this black smoke that's been wreaking havoc across the country. If it weren't for the fact that Felicity's party was there, we probably would have been annihilated, but instead they were annihilated. 3 of them died, 2 of them were barely brought back, and unfortunately Rampart is no longer with us because he had a gaping hole in his chest, and you can't revive it without a heart. Afterwards, everyone got to go be traumatized in their dorms for a little bit, where we were eventually called by Meredith, and she propositioned us to head to Nadiz and the other place.
Yeah. So she suggested you find Professor Jade Bones, who she said studied ancient religion and magic, which she thinks would be helpful in this situation. He lives in the Sirocco Sands in the northwest of Nairn, and she suggested there are 2 ways to get there: through Nadiz, where there's a more well-worn path, or through Boltorum, which is a little bit more of a wild area, but she has a friend that might be able to help you there.
Yes, all of that, like I said. After that, to get prepared, because we're leaving like literally the next morning, I think. To prepare, we all went to the library. As a group, we managed to work together and talk our way down into the lower section, where we're typically not allowed. But between some magical efforts and a bumbling Mog, they managed to get into the little area, and we also found keys to the rooms. Did we get that from the librarian on duty at the time?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
We managed to talk her into giving us a set of keys, which opened the doors in the basement of the biblioplex. And we found some interesting stuff. We found a door that led to the caves that had a bunch of like worm symbols in it, I think, if I remember correctly. Something like that.
There was a book that talked about the worm.
That's right. Oh gosh, what else did we find? We found a naked gnome chained to the wall and invisible. And I think was it Christian or was it Tristan that was the only one that was able to see it?
Tristan could see him.
Tristan was the only one able to, or Ian was the only one able to see it, which was interesting. We found a couple of other books. I think Asheen found 1 or 2. Mog and Arab found a couple. I know Cass looked at the orchids growing on the walls. And we found that one like potion book for a full like revival potion, but it needed like 2 minor ingredients and then like a fucking phoenix feather. gosh, I don't remember what was in the other rooms. We found history. We found some history books.
Yeah, there was the charter of the school was in one of the rooms, and some information about the monks. Cass confirmed that she found all the tunnels under the school because there was a map of them.
Nice.
And on the blueprint, it said, "You hold the tunnels. We'll give you the land. We will always be just above if help is needed."
Oh, that's right. That freaky ass thing. My words aren't working.
So I think that you guys went to the armory first because I don't remember you ever giving the keys back or having an interaction with the librarian. The turtle started alerting, and you guys left the basement, and I think that's where we left. But I'm pretty sure you went to the armory before that and picked up supplies to head out.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We also have to return the books that Mog took out of one of the rooms because he made a promise to the frog that he would have them read and returned by the morning.
Oh, right. Yeah. Was that I mean I'm gonna guess that was the Sand People in the Flooded book.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So but that will open with the party. He's kind of stumbling out of the basement. The frog alarm is still kind of sounding down below, and the librarian will briskly walk up to you. Excuse me. Did you alert the frog? What were you up to down there?
Nothing really.
It was just telling us it was time to go.
Yeah, our bard friend was yelling about something, and it didn't like that we were yelling.
Right.
Started yelling "Gib" for some reason.
Okay. Well, I'll take those keys back now.
Okay.
Right. Well, you're welcome to stay in the library up here for now, but best to leave our frog friend alone down there.
That seems fair.
Thank you. And she'll kind of briskly walk away.
So should we go back
we
to the
should
room?
find information on the sands.
Sirocco Sands.
The Sirocco Sands.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
if you remember, she gave you the location of guidebooks. She gave you like where in the library to find guidebooks on that. Yeah.
Vaguely remember. Arab,
Yes.
do your thing.
Thing. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing?
We're looking for books on the Sirocco Sands.
Oh, okay. Investigation or?
Yeah, she gave you the location, so you give me a very easy investigation check. You can even do it at advantage if somebody else is also.
I mean, does someone
If
else
somebody
want to
else-
do the investigation roll? Because I have a -1, or doesn't need to be me.
I have a 0.
It's better than -1.
God damn it. Can we use...
Oh, I can do it.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wow. You have
There we go.
4?
Yeah. That's good. Even if you rolled really low, you were gonna find it eventually because the librarian was gonna eventually tell you guys where to go, but it was gonna take you the entire evening. Cass takes you directly there. She heard you talking about it. She's like, "Oh, I know where we're going." And you find yourself in a section of it's the culture and geography of Nairn is kind of the section that you're in. You're looking for books on the Sirocco Sands, and then also Nadiz and Boltorum, or just the Sirocco Sands. What's the?
I mean, if they have any extra books on Nadiz and Voltorum, I think it would be beneficial to snag them just for like, I don't know, getting a lay of the land.
Yeah, you find a guidebook. You know those like Lonely Planet books that you see in bookstores. There's like a Lonely Planet type book for the Voltorum and for Nadiz each. It's called Lonely Brill. But they have it there. So there's one of those for each Voltorum and Nadiz. And then the Sirocco Sands, you see some information about the geology of the area. But nothing. Thank you, Tristan, or Colby, whoever just did that.
What? I didn't do that.
That was, yeah, thank you, Colby. But yeah, you find something about the geology of Sirocco Sands, but that's about all you see in that section.
That would be useful.
Can Cass take a look at that?
Yeah, you just want to glance through it real quick. Okay, give me an intelligence check.
So we're still looking for books, correct?
Yeah, you got kicked out of the basement, and you're now upstairs looking at the geography and culture section. 11. You see it's mostly sandstone.
Mostly sandstone. There's no like tunnels or anything like that. It's my favorite terrain. So do I understand anything more because of that?
The desert is your favorite terrain?
I get 2.
Then you probably have advantage on what, survival checks or something?
Difficult terrain doesn't slow the group.
I'm going to tell you, even if you got advantage on that, it was an 11. So you know that it's mostly sandstone.
Just tell her you hate her already.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Brennan said, fuck you and your favorite terrain.
But would you like to check out the book on Nadiz and Voltorum? The books on...
Every time you say Nadiz, I want to say Nadiz nuts.
I was thinking.
So I know we have to return the books from the lower section by tomorrow morning. What's the return time frame for books in the general area?
You have 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay. Can we
Yeah.
just go ahead?
We're going to be gone, so...
Can we just go ahead and grab the Sirocco Sands geology book and then the books on Nadiz and Voltorum?
Yes. Wait, you wanted to grab all 3 of the books?
Yeah, because if we can't, obviously we're probably not going to be able to finish them all tonight, so we might be able to read on the way to there, or even just while we're there to fill up time.
Yeah, you can check out any of the books. They'll tell you they're due in 2 weeks, but
We'll have them back.
They won't be back.
Can we ask for an extension since we're on an important school assignment?
Oh, we can just pay the fine.
Well, y'all can.
All right, money bags.
Hey, it's gonna be no more than one goal. It's a library book.
I haven't been able to tour in like 3 years with all these fucking worms.
All I'm hearing is a bunch of personal problems.
I'm broke as...
He said get your money up.
So is there anywhere we could get like a diamond for Revivify before we go away?
We'd have to go into the town. I cannot remember words.
Okay, it's fine. I got us. I got heal and I got gentle repose. So as long as we can carry a body that is frozen in death, we're good.
Okay. Also, is there any draconic translation books?
We don't need them.
That's a good question.
Mog would like to learn draconic. He's a kobold that doesn't, which...
Oh.
Are you gonna look for one, or are you gonna ask?
I'll just ask it. That seems faster.
Yeah, she'll point you in the direction of the language section. And there is a common to draconic dictionary.
Common to Draconic for dummies.
Yeah.
Hey.
Did you know that there's a 4 dummy books for dummies book?
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah. So there's a book that explains how to use a 4 dummies book for dummies.
I love
Wow.
Never leave a child behind.
Thank you, George W.
All right, you find your draconic book. She'll check them out to you for 2 weeks. If you mention an extension, she will say no. She thinks that she's given you enough leeway today, and you're all acting awful sketchy.
Well, okay. Can I at least ask what the late fee is?
Yes, it is 3 copper pieces per day.
Oh,
Oh, she's got that.
okay.
I told you. But we'll return it on time.
Well,
They didn't.
but yeah, I grabbed the Common to Draconic and then the Sirocco Sands Geography, Nadiz, and Voltorum books.
Okay. So Nadiz book, Voltorum book, and Sirocco Sands book. Right on. All right. It's about mid-afternoon at this point. Mid to late afternoon, maybe 4 p.m. What are you guys up to with the rest of your day?
Oh.
I'm studying because I got some makeup work I got to do here when I get back.
Oh yeah. We're glad you're with us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like 8 pounds of books on his person. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna study for my Fey Touched class.
All right, give me that D20.
You got this.
Okay.
Nat 20.
It's a 5.
Well, you get a plus a D4. So
I would also like to study for my also Fey Touch class.
when are you taking that next semester?
All right. I think I did the first one already.
It's summer break right now. He has a bunch of books that he needs to study for summer classes.
Can I just
You
do that
haven't
anyway?
started yet. Can you study for the class that you haven't started yet?
Or I took the first semester of it.
Nerd.
Tristan, wait, I'll give it to you if EM is studying for the same one. Is this your first or second Fey Touch?
This is my first.
All right. I'm going to say, unless you want to go check out the book for it, you can check out the book and carry that around with you if you want.
Can I do that?
Yeah, all right. You guys want to check out your textbooks?
I do.
Or what class are you getting?
Shadow touched.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll let you...
Mog's just sitting at the table surrounded by a bunch of books for the mission we're about to head out on.
Yeah. You guys can run back out and grab books. Just add a 1 pound book to each of your character sheets.
Okay, I'm also getting one for skill expert, by the way.
Okay.
Chotch bag.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I take school seriously.
Oh my god. Let me see. So you how many books do you guys have checked out? I'm keeping track for when you turn everything in late.
Hey, I didn't check out shit besides my 8 class book.
I don't check anything either.
I got 2 books. One for Fey Touched and one for skill expert.
Okay. All right. After about another half hour, Cass and Arab sprint back into the room. They're both panting, holding their books. Don't worry, guys. We're good. Yeah, we got it. Now what would you like to do?
I'd like to read said book.
Me too.
Okay.
Fuck the mission at hand. Everybody. I forgot that we should be reading those other books. That's
All right,
fine.
Mog and Ashin, where are we going to go tomorrow?
It can Asheen, can we have you read the Draconic book? Because
Sure.
it's in an ancient Draconic, I believe it was called. So even normal Draconic wouldn't be like super useful. So comprehend languages might be like what we need.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine by me.
Okay. Or you
So
can do
you
something
know
else.
you know Draconic, right? Asheen?
No, I have comprehend languages and I have that ring of translation. That's only hearing.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I thought
But I
somebody
do have
knew
comprehend
Draconic.
languages.
So
I think oh my god, Raven might know Draconic for some reason.
I can check that. If Raven knows Draconic, then I'll have her help you out. If she doesn't, then she's gonna sneak off and do something else.
Stare at us from a distance.
Yeah.
You will also understand any written. Let's see.
No, she does not know Draconic.
I think comprehend languages would work.
But comprehend languages does work. I just was going to give you an additional advantage to your check if you also knew Draconic. It is in like an ancient version of Draconic that you can see. Okay, Cass, are you studying?
Mhm.
You're studying. Arab, you're studying. Can you both give me D20s real quick? Arab, Colby. D20 for studying. And Cass, what are you guys studying for? You're studying for shadow something?
Shadow touch.
Shadow touch. You get to add a D10.
we're all getting touched.
Hey,
I did fate.
I don't like that.
Both of these. Wait, why are you rolling 2D20?
No, I know. I said that I accidentally rolled 2. I did the button on the side, not the roll. I didn't type it, and I accidentally
Okay.
just typed slightly, or I clicked slightly over.
You get a D6 to your Fey Touched class.
Sweet.
All right. Now, Asheen, you're gonna read the Draconic book. So it's about. It's called Flooded and it's written in Draconic. Mog, are you gonna try to read?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and read the Voltorum book.
Okay.
I'll read out loud so everyone can
We're
hear.
all chilling.
All right. Can you both give me intelligence checks as you read your books?
18.
Nice. Asheen.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
You can get
Asheen,
that
I will give. Asheen, you fly through the book. I will give it to you. It's not a very big book, and I will put it in. It's going to be in the books section. I think it's on Mog's sheet, but I'll put it in there in a minute. Mog, can I just? I'm just going to tell you what you see because it's kind of like a travel guide.
Okay.
What you find is Boltorum is historically a dwarven town. When the dwarves first moved from Kesmar to Nairn, they settled in Boltorum. It was originally a mining town. There were some promising veins, and they did find there was some brief wealth that was found, but very quickly those dried up. And the dwarves that lived there kind of made their way on mining sandstone and sending it to other places to be used as bricks and building materials. So for a long time, it was a fairly impoverished area. But recently, it's kind of gained some wealth. And there's kind of a footnote, and it says several prominent families from around the world have moved there for unknown reasons, is what it says.
Ooh.
Has Cass ever heard of this place before?
Give me a history check.
We'll have a
You'll
translator
see-
if we go, because Mog knows Dwarvish.
No.
Damn.
And then it'll say it'll you kind of find like a you see mining remains the primary industry of the region, and it's experienced a recent resurgence for travel through the area and traders traveling through the area. But tourism is still pretty low, you'd see. But you find kind of a list of places that are nice. There's the Clockwork Cavern, which is a tavern that's run by a small family of gnomes, where everything is kind of mechanical, and they've kind of outfitted it with gnomish technology. There's the Gilded Golem is a notable retailer, and they sell upscale suits and fine watches. One place that does draw some travelers is the Prismatic Forge, where magical weapons are sold, and they're imbued with different elemental powers.
Mog.
Yeah. I think Mog's made his choice.
There's the Great Anvil, which is a massive anvil-shaped rock. The former the former head of the government lived in a chateau on top of this anvil. But all it says about it now is that it is currently uninhabited. The Ruby Reservoir, and you see kind of a sketch of a red reservoir, a red lake that seems to have buildings surrounding it. And all it says is very beautiful water.
That's not ominous.
Then there's a half-finished colossus of Korgar Stoutbeard, who you would know was who the book would note was the king of Kesmar who sent dwarves to Nairn to first explore Nairn. But it seems like the Golden Age, or the money ran out very quickly after they started, so it's only partially finished.
Broke boys.
Yeah. And then there's a world-renowned gem shop called Glitter Golds.
Like Carl.
Like Garl Glitter Gold, yeah. Yeah, and so that's what you get out of Boltorum.
Cool.
At the at the bottom there is, or at the kind of at the end, there is a note that with the intelligence that you rolled, there's a note, and it does say travel to Boltorum is or we hang on, sorry, let me word this correctly. We caution travel to Boltorum for those unprepared, is what it says at the end.
We're fucking prepared.
Well,
as we can be.
No, don't be doubting us. We're prepared. We read. Well, you guys read.
Someone definitely read.
Did it say anything about like what kind of preparations people would need to visit, or was it just like a full like tourist packet?
No, it's really for tourists. It does warn about dust storms occasionally, and severe heat on occasion.
See, that's why I got that shroud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I could have Raven. She was interested. I'll have her read the Nadiz book.
Nadiz nuts.
All right. There's a temple to Malchus there. That's all she gets to. Okay. All right.
So
So
what do we think Jade Bones is again? It's just all we know is he's somewhere between the two, correct?
yeah. Do you guys? Oh, there's a map in.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map. But all we were told was that he went somewhere between the two cities, correct?
Yeah, he's kind of in that. There's like plateaus in there.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, you were given an area. There's I can give you the name. He lives near the Solitude Spire.
Okay. And there's no mention of that in the Voltairean book?
There's not. No.
What was the spire called?
The Solitude Spire. Actually, what? Yeah. Solitude Spire. Okay. You do see a note about that. It's kind of a footnote, and it says, while the Solitude Spire can be reached by Voltorum, the worn path goes from Nadiz, where the Malchus pilgrims often travel.
But
Well, that changes things.
that would make it easier. But if we're crossing paths with a bunch of Malchus followers, I don't know if we want that.
Who's Malchus?
He's like what's his full title? Because I know he's like the god of chaos or something.
The god of chaos in the Tempest.
So he's basically the fuck's the guy from Greek mythology?
You're not thinking Dionysus, are you? Or Pan?
I mean, he's probably closest to Poseidon, but Poseidon isn't really chaos.
Can't think of a chaos one.
Because the two religions that we should like be wary about crossing paths with are Malchus and Baal. Maybe Ogma because they're a bunch of assholes. But we've fought plenty of like
Oh, they're like tricksters. That's what I'm thinking of. Loki.
Oh,
Not-
yeah, Norse
Oh,
mythology.
gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
probably more similar.
My bad. Not Greek, Norse.
I was with you.
Wrong sect of people. Well, to be honest, I'm down to go either way. I do want right now, how much money do I have? I do want to ask, on average, how much are like this? How do I want to word this? So, say I wanted to buy a camel. How much does a camel cost?
How would you? Do you think you would have any background to know how much a camel costs, or would any of you?
I think we could go to our weirdo professors and ask.
Mog comes
Tonight?
from a traveling merchant family. He might.
Okay.
Camels might be a little out of the wheelhouse, but like it's possible they came across it.
All right. Do you want to try to go and talk to Glenn and Twee?
Yes.
About camels? Yes.
I want to buy a camel.
From Glenn
Wait.
and Twee.
You just said you were broke.
That's why I gotta find out how much they cost.
Here they cost more than what you're thinking.
I got 173 gold.
Oh, even I have more than you.
I said I was broke.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
I'm a
Well,
broke
the only
boy.
reason I don't have money is because I have been copying all these spells into my, sentient spell book. So I don't have any money.
Well, I've been possessed by a damn ghoul, so
Oh, I forgot. How many weeks?
I'm
I actually
so sorry.
forgot
I
to get
didn't
paid
understand the
last
Question Olympics.
semester. How much did we work last semester? How many weeks?
Oh,
Did we get paid?
I don't think you got paid for the last semester.
I was gonna say because it was blank on my Google
semester. A semester's about 15 weeks, so
Oh.
let's say 15 weeks.
Okay. Nice.
yeah, I'm gonna start working instead of fucking off. Because I was really hoping I was going to go back on tour at some point, but evidently that hasn't happened. So, yeah.
Well, quit getting possessed. Seems like your fault.
Oh, but this comeback arc, though, you got it. I'm rooting for you.
All right. Are you going to go knock on Glenn and Twee's door?
Yeah.
All right. The sun is kind of beginning to set as you've. Actually, no, you just spent time studying and shit. The sun is set. It is nighttime at this point.
Not even phased.
Yeah. Gonna knock on Glenn and Twee's door. You wait about 30 seconds and don't get a response.
Garbage.
Not
We're
Carter
going
like
wrong.
this. And Mog will walk up and like swing his fist at the door.
Yeah. After you do that, Twee is gonna open the door, kind of in a robe, and her hair is a mess. What can I do for you? What?
I got a question.
Yes.
So we're going on a little bit of a quest, and we're going to probably Boltam. And I was hoping you would have some sort of idea about the price of some sort of mount, mayhaps the camel.
Let me get this straight. You woke me up. You interrupted my evening to ask me how much a camel costs?
Yes.
I mean, you are our professor. Isn't that kind of what you're supposed to be here for?
The semester's over, son. Guess how much a camel would cost. How much do you think a camel costs?
I'll say 4 gold.
4. You know how much work goes into raising a camel?
This is why
I
we
don't.
can't
That's
ask.
why I'm here.
The going rate for a camel in Nairn, at least, is about 50 gold pieces. Now, thank you, and have a good night.
Thank you.
And she will
Thank
close
you.
the door.
Night.
Thank you.
Love you.
Thanks.
50 gold, not bad.
Shit, no, we should all buy camels. Be sick as fuck. We're fucking camels, dude. Or they could pull some kind of cart.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have fine steed.
Camels are fine steeds. Thank you.
It's the desert. We don't have water for horses.
No, I was gonna say there's a spell that I had last campaign that was Find Steed,
Oh.
where you could summon a horse.
I thought you were saying that camels were not fine steeds.
No, that'd be a weird hill for Arab to die on. Just be like, no. On principle, camels aren't good enough for
I'm
me.
not riding this fucking camel.
No.
All right. Anything else that you would like to do tonight? I will say, now that you're done studying and now that you guys have read your books, if you all wanted to work together, you could probably look through the Nadiz book if you're curious.
Okay,
I
yeah, let's
am.
do that team.
Let's do that.
Someone with a better intelligence roll. I'm assuming
Can
that's the
I
sheep.
start reading the Sand People book? Because that's the other one we have to return before morning.
Dude, sand people really.
Yeah, I
don't
know.
like.
I don't like it either.
I'm gonna just be 100% real with you. I really don't like.
All right, give me an intelligence check, Mog, and then the rest of you give me an intelligence check at advantage.
Did I also read my skill expert book?
No.
Not too much. Oh.
Hey, Arab, can I have guidance?
I have
Yeah,
negative
you
1
can.
intelligence,
Thank you.
so
I have 1.
I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on. Well, what about Odasheen? What intelligence you got?
My intelligence is a 3. I mean, it's not crazy.
Okay,
I got a dirty 20.
Arab, you got good intelligence.
No, I have a minus, but I can cast guidance though. So
Cool.
I can-
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration on Asheen.
Yeah, he'll have guidance as well. So a D4 and a D8. Is it Tristan or Tristan?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Right.
All right, Mog, we'll start with you. What'd you roll?
I got a dirty 20 with guidance.
Okay. I'll just put that in your books when you get the chance. I also put the flooded in there.
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Okay, and then what is the intelligence? We got a 17.
Plus 7 plus a d4.
Okay. Plus 7. Wait, plus what?
And a d4. I did guidance on him too.
Somebody want to roll a d4?
This is better.
Okay. So that's a 28. Is that right?
Yep.
27.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, 28. You're right.
I'm almost done with the sand people book. Okay. What you guys get as you're studying the city of Nadiz, you find that it's a very wealthy city. It was founded, it was left to some explorers when an ancient gold dragon died, and it left its hoard and its body, actually, its scales, to the explorers who found the region. And so since then, it has been an incredibly wealthy city. It's a pretty large city, and it's built of mostly red clay. The description that you see for outside of the game, it's kind of like Marrakesh, Morocco. But it's primarily Elven historically, but it's very mixed and diverse at this point. Looking around its skyline, it's famous for the massive church to Malchus that sits broad on a plateau above the entire city. Many of the old buildings from before democracy in Nairn exist in the city now, but they are largely empty or repurposed. And it's famous for its almost lack of poverty outside of it almost has it has a distinct lack of poverty. Pretty much everybody in the city is well off. Yeah, you see there's a massive bazaar that is a popular tourist attraction. There's an ancient bookstore called Broomhilda's. There's the Uruk Forge, which is run by a group of orcs. They're a first generation orcish family that the family that started it were first generation out of imprisonment following the Orcish rebellion many centuries ago. Then there's a grand lighthouse that is also a tourist attraction on the Port of Ruby, which is the kind of port outside of the city. Those are the main things, and then you see that there is a large pilgrims presence as they head to the Solitude Spire dedicated to Malchus. And so there are many pilgrims who try to find their way to the Solitude Spire and the famous oasis that surrounds it in the Sirocco Sands.
Where the professor is?
Yes.
Guys, we might have to go to Nadiz.
Yeah.
Wait, which one was the magic shop? Was that the other town?
That's in
That was-
Voltorum, but Nadiz does have a massive bazaar, which probably has a good chance of having magic items as well.
It's also got a forge.
They both have forges. One's run by dwarves and the other's run by orcs.
With that, it's about midnight at this point, and you're all getting pretty tired.
All right. Yeah, Arab's going to bed.
Yeah. If we're done with the 2 books from the basement, Mog's gonna run over to the library and return them.
Or I'll
Okay.
give him my Fey Touch book so he can take that back.
Okay.
I'll do the Shadow Touch book. Give that back too.
Damn, y'all just using little Mog here.
It's okay, Mog's strong.
All right. And with that, you wrap up your evening, and you awaken early in the morning to a knock on your dorm door.
Is there?
Ian's gonna get up and open the door. Obviously he's wearing his sleep hat, which is the thing that's got the big poof that.
Yes, obviously. Yeah, Dr. Goldwind is standing in the door. She's dressed and wearing a bag, and she's gonna say, "All right, have we made a decision? Where are we going to?"
So we haven't now. But we kind of think. Mog, help me out here.
Well, okay, I'm biased because I want to go to Voltorum, but Nadiz seems like the safer one.
I also vote for Voltorum, but yeah.
Well, they're both in the same general direction. We can get on the airship, and you have at least a few minutes to make a decision, if you'd like.
That might be best.
Okay. Well, I hope you've all packed. Yes?
Yeah, obviously.
All right. I'll meet you right outside at the airship in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay. All right. And she's going to close the door behind her.
Guys, where do we go?
Should we vote?
I mean, I think Nadiz, I understand why we want to go to Voltorum because the magic weapon place, but at the same time, like, I really want to actually make it to the Spire of Solitude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So is that two votes each way? What does Asheen say?
We'd also get a guide if we go to Voltorum, because that's where Meredith's like connection is.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. Let's
Okay.
go to Voltorum, I guess.
I mean, it's still in consideration. It's just something to think about. Nadiz definitely seems like the safer option, but something about being around the Malchus followers on their path to whatever they're doing just freaks me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Wait, all right. Did I miss here? Is the guide in Voltorum?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But the only reason we'd have the guide in Voltorum is because that place is significantly more difficult to navigate and survive in. So it's really either way. Just Mog's vote is for Voltorum, but that's for personal reasons. He knows Dwarvish, and he's super interested in the magic item forges that they have. But if it's for the greater, if it's for the greater good, then Mog can, suck it up.
Kaz is curious about the magic items.
I don't know if this breaks a tie, because I'm not certain where everybody is, but I'm pretty sure Raven wanted to go to Nadiz. So,
Okay.
whatever that means to anybody.
That would, at the very minimum, make it 3-3, depending on Asheen's vote, unless Kaz wanted to change her vote.
Yeah, but Raven might have changed her mind. I think I might doubt it. Raven doesn't change her mind very often, but she might have.
I think for the mission we should do Nadiz, but if we can also if we can work and then play in Voltorum, that would be nice.
Fuck it. Let's go to Voltorum.
Well, Christian, what's your stance on this?
We'll test our skills.
Oh, you're asking me. I want the safest option.
Okay,
So
that would probably be Nadiz.
What's the draw for the other place?
Okay, so quick recap. Nadiz has a Temple of Malchus and the Spire of Solitude, which is where we believe Jade Bones to be, the person we're looking for. It's a primarily elven city with a bunch of diverse subcultures in it. They have an ancient bookstore, which would be ideal for someone like Asheen. There is a massive bazaar, an orc forge, a grand White House. I don't know if we got a description of what that was. But it's also probably the safest area. It has famously a lack of poverty, which is interesting, but also kind of worrisome because I don't believe that. And then there's Voltorum, which is a kind of impoverished area with a few super wealthy families there for reasons unknown. There is a famous tavern, the Prismatic Forge, that has magical weapons that are imbued with power of the elements. There's the big anvil, a big anvil-shaped rock with an uninhabited chateau on top, and a gem shop. Yeah.
Nadiz.
Cool.
All right, so Asheen says Nadiz. Arab?
Voltorum.
Voltorum? Ian?
Nadiz.
Mog?
Voltorum.
All right, and Cass, the tiebreaker. God. Yeah, I'm sorry.
If it makes it any better, Raven also will probably want to go to Nadiz.
Yeah, but I'm not including Raven here because we have it well suited. Nadiz?
All
The
right.
pressure is on me.
Nadiz
All right.
it is.
All right. Make sure you grab everything you need out of your dorm room. And then you can make your way to the airship.
To the Gus bus.
Yep. Okay. You make your way to the airship. Felicity is standing outside the airship, waiting for Asheen, who just took off. But she'll give Asheen a nice kiss on the cheek, and you guys can load up. Jerry is there, and he'll solemnly shake all of your hands as well.
Is my halfling there?
Your halfling? She isn't standing next to the airship, but she's kind of watching from afar. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna give her my Naren Idol trophy to keep safe while I'm gone.
Oh my god! Isn't this your stalker?
She's gonna burst. She's gonna burst out in tears, like start bawling as soon as you hand it to her.
Keep this safe. I have a mission.
Yeah, she'll nod to you and like kind of she's like shaking and she'll turn and start walking away.
Arable turns to like
dangerous precedent.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna break this girl's heart, but that's
Asheen, you got a kiss goodbye from Felicity, just so you know.
Wonderful.
You're damn right.
and you know what? I'll be this guy. I am definitely going to keep a spell slot opening for sending because I feel like that's what he would do.
Aww.
That's
kind of cute.
And if you don't remember, this is what sending does.
Message.
What's that?
25 word.
Oh, so you're waiting. You're just saving a text message.
Basically.
All right. And with that, you can load onto the airship. And oh, we don't have a Nairn map, but that's fine.
We don't have a Nairn map.
So I'm trying to figure out how long this actually will take. Okay. The journey is going to take a little over a day to get there. But you get in the airship. Jerry will have pointed out as you get on that this is the very newest version of his Fiddle Dust airship. He's really proud of it. It's the highest level of luxury and comfort that they offer. And you get on, and there's couches, and you each have your own room. It's a beautiful ship. And you're traveling in comfort. Is there anything that you guys want to do on your day-long voyage?
I think Mog is gonna read. He's in a good groove. I want to read.
Yeah, same.
I want to read Gilded Grudges.
Has anybody actually read that one yet?
No.
You all have a copy of it. Yeah, give me an intelligence check for Gilded Grudges. Asheen, what were you saying?
I said I'm gonna read something. I'm gonna throw the book in the chat.
Okay. All right, Maud with a 15. It's a decently long book, Mog, so you're gonna get through.
Oh, I do not expect to get very far in it on this single day journey.
Yeah.
Actually, okay. Can I instead spend some of my time reading and the other time reading Asheen's spellbook?
You want to read Asheen's spellbook?
Yeah.
How does Asheen feel about that?
That's a good question.
Just read it.
Yeah.
You can talk to it if you want.
Talk to it?
Why would I talk to it?
Oh yeah,
he
his
can
spellbook's
talk.
like sentient or something.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Hold on. Well, wait. Let me make sure it can talk to you. Hold on 1 second.
If it flies, I'm gonna grab it out of the air.
Real quick. I'll get back to you on that, but she can read it for now.
Okay, cool. I want to look at what you have written for Firebolt and for Fly.
Okay.
Yeah, you can spend the rest of your time. I wrote what you read out of Gilded Grudges. And you,
Okay.
Asheen, want to read Cooking with Firebolt, A Wizard's Guide to Cuisine. Okay, give me an intelligence. Yeah, that's enough to read the whole book. I mean, it's a cookbook. It's not like doesn't take a lot to get through it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. Arab, what are you up to?
I guess I could read my skill expert book.
Like studying?
I guess. I'm not sure what else I do.
That's true. He did say he only gave back the Fade Touched. He was thinking there.
Mm-hmm. Or intelligence, I'm assuming?
Just a D20 for study.
All
Yeah,
right.
for studying. Okay. Okay. There you go. Asheen, you now have a bunch of recipes. Wonderful. Arab, you can add a D6 for that roll.
All right.
Cass, what are you doing on your day-long journey?
Reading the Planewalker's Companion.
The Planewalker's Companion. All right. Can you give me an intelligence check?
I like to imagine we're all just sitting in a circle and just randomly like start yelling at each other about stuff we learned.
Yeah, Asheen is about to start cooking up some some awesome dinners. There's a firebolt flambe, illusory delight salad,
Oh, that bro.
transmutation tartlets.
Ooh, I want one of those mana mule elixirs. Oh wait, no, I'm fucking Mormon. I can't drink. Shit.
Which one are you reading, Cass?
The Planeswalker's Companion.
You've already read that one.
I haven't finished it.
Oh, you have not. I see.
Maybe listen to women.
There you go. Got a little bit more. And Ian, what are you doing with today?
Being as we might need some entertainment, I am going to read Song of the Sirens.
Nice. All right, give me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm not very smart, but I'm very charismatic. Kind of like me in real life.
All right. Yeah, let me see. With 16, yeah, I think you get through it. It's not very long.
Sweet.
There you go. All right. The days pass by with all of you reading books kind of quietly. Occasionally, somebody interrupts the silence to share some information that they just learned. Asheen seems to be testing out the onboard kitchen. Asheen, is there anything that you think you would have tried to make?
Hold on. Before that, and when Ian finishes the book, he's gonna throw it against the fucking wall and go, "There's no songs in this thing." It was a book about sirens.
Asheen, do you think there's something that you specifically would have wanted to make?
What was it? The transmutation? What?
Tartlets.
Tartlets.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This is a well-stocked kitchen. You can find everything you need. Can you give me a what check do you think you would do? You would use to make to cook something?
Alchemy, no?
Survival?
Cook something?
If you have culinary tools, you can use a check through that, but I don't think you do.
I'm gonna
I
need
mean, if
some.
you want help from me, I have the chef feat.
No, you're studying.
Honestly, I would argue survival
Okay. Why?
because you need to know how to cook in order to live.
You need to know how to eat.
Well, if you eat the wrong thing, you die. Survival.
All right, give me survival.
Love it.
11.
That's
They're
crazy.
they're a little dry, if we're being honest, and maybe you can blame the ingredients. The blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries were not quite ripe enough, so it's a little sour. But they're not bad. Perfectly edible.
All right.
Arab the entire time is gonna just make snide comments about his magical treats that he makes. You know, they're no Arab special treats, but they're all right, I guess.
Mine heal, so they're a little bit better. But
Yeah.
good try.
Iam's gonna have exactly 2 going, oh, these are so good, I have to have another. But just 2. No more. Watching my girlish figure.
The day begins as you kind of weave through the mountains, the large mountains that cover the center of Naren. Then you seem to pass over an endless expanse of forest before ending up over the ocean for a brief period of time before night settles.
Do I see any sirens?
At night, from 1,000 feet in the air?
I'm being a trash bag because I'm mad that the book didn't have any songs.
I'm going to tell you, you do not see any sirens. But morning rises as you are flying over the desert, and you land on a large wooden dock next to a beautiful bay surrounded by ornate ships, and it seems to be very busy. People are moving about, but it's about 10 a.m. and you land in Nadiz. And let's take a quick 5. Because I have to pee really bad. And I also like to grab another beer. This session brought to you by Highlander Beer. You guys look at this can. It's called Pocket Cowboy, and it's a dude riding a bighorn sheep.
No free ads.
Nice. Is it good?
It is perfectly okay.
As I said, no free ads.
Well, we just lost our sponsorship. Thanks, Brendan.
All right, 5 minutes.
They gave my boy back the Heisman.
They did. I saw it.
It's about damn time.
I mean,
That was one of the dumbest things that's ever happened.
After they put a fucking memoriam for OJ. Like, here, let's
Crazy.
honor this double murderer, but we're gonna take away Reggie's for taking a few free meals.
A few free meals. It's crazy.
Absolutely insane.
I knew they're gonna have to give it back eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if I was Reggie, I wouldn't fucking accept it. Say, fuck
Right?
y'all.
Like man, because they vacated what? They vacated like 14 wins.
Definitely wouldn't be going to no fucking Heisman house. I'll tell you that right now.
I tell you, I wouldn't be in not one commercial.
Or is he in any?
No, not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they paid me stupid.
No, but like, if he does somehow make it a Heisman House commercial, that one's gonna be so funny.
I would have to be.
Because they actually made those, like, to be somewhat funny.
Oh, they're great. It's just they're dickheads for taking away his Heisman.
Uh-huh.
The commercials are awesome.
Oh yeah, they would do something funny like him moving in or something like that. Hey,
I'm a ventriloquist.
Man, I could make a really bad joke, but I'm not going to.
It was in here, wasn't it? We are being recorded, and I gotta get sponsors. I gotta get us sponsors.
How much does it cost to sponsor us?
I don't know.
we would take any money thrown at us, I think.
I want a gift card. One, and I'll be okay.
I'll buy you a Wingstop gift card if my business can sponsor us.
Draft's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
First gun tomorrow. I have to freaking work. It's so dumb.
Who's going number 2?
Should
who
be
has
May,
the-
but I think it's gonna be Daniels.
I hope
Yeah.
it's Daniels. Then we could take May.
Yep.
If May's not there, then I want to take Marvin Harrison and figure out quarterback later.
That's true.
I mean, we got Jacoby Brissett.
Figure
He's
it
not
out.
bad.
They
He'd
said
be a
they're
good
supposed
temporary
to
one.
be first round.
What's that?
They said there's supposed to be six QBs first round.
Yeah.
Humphrey, Nick, Penix. Yeah, and McCarthy. So yeah, that follows. Yeah, there might be something like, no joke, there might be 10 tackles taken. Because also I think it might be like, or I don't know if it'll be the first time ever, but it might, like, the top 10 picks might all be offense.
Offense wins championships, right?
I mean, when you have Patrick Mahomes, it does.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
That being said, like, his leading receiver averaged, I think it was 4 yards average depth of target. So this year for the Chiefs, defense wins championships.
So you're saying Mahomes is a check down merchant?
He was
This
saying
year was he actually his whole career they've had a lot of run after catch. He's generally like up there as far as like yards after the catch. That's just the way their offense works.
And Brock Purdy?
So yeah, you're saying Mahomes and Purdy are the same?
Absolutely not.
This sounds like what you're saying.
This is on record.
So I went to the doctor recently because I haven't been feeling awesome. I found out I have a vitamin D deficiency.
How? You're outside all the time.
Yeah, but I guess because I was having to wear like so many clothes for all the winter here, I just wasn't exposed to the. I mean, I am super white, but I'm always super white. I don't think I retain a lot of vitamin D. I think my sign of vitamin D is how pink my white patch is.
Love that for you.
Thanks. Yeah, what's funny is I even have vitamin D pills here. I just haven't taken them in about a year.
Oh.
But I did blood work at the doctor, and he was like, "Hey, maybe you should be taking vitamin D pills." And I dug them out from the back of our medicine cabinet. Did you get a haircut, Marshall?
I did today. I got the sides.
Yes, you did.
I got the sides shaved, but I kept it long in the back because I wanted it.
Did you get both sides?
Yep.
All right.
It's literally just the sides, and I like it a lot more.
All right. I'm gonna get a haircut before we're going to Isle Royal in June,
Ooh.
and I'm just gonna have McKaylee do it because
Yeah, he said he's getting a haircut. He's gonna make me all try and make. He wants that same haircut, Marshall, and so I have to make sure it's like even on both sides and not like longer or something than the other.
yeah, I was just gonna tie up the hair I want to keep and then shave the rest of it.
That's
I might
basically-
shave the back too. I don't know.
Oh, is it like a full like Skrillex cut?
Yeah, I figure afterwards I'll just get it all shaved, but I want to see. But maybe we can start with just the sides because I like that. It looks good. I want to see
Yeah.
what.
I
Then
do
it- then
recommend it. It honestly, okay, so what I really like about it is that it didn't change the way my hair falls on top, which is what basically has been my haircut for a little bit. But now it doesn't like come over my ears and give me like a Lord Farquaad looking head, which is ideal. And it feels so much better. It's so much lighter, like infinitely noticeably lighter, and I love it. So
Nice. All
I
right.
highly recommend.
Well, stay tuned. I've got this hair for the next month, and then we'll see what happens.
You should buzz it.
I'm buzzing the sides. That's what we were just talking about. I'm gonna buzz the sides and keep it on top.
No,
'cause I'm-
I heard.
Yeah. Okay.
But that way, if you fuck up, you can just buzz the whole thing.
I will. Well, I probably will buzz the whole thing because it's gonna look ridiculous. I think if I just have only the sides and not the top, especially because my hair parts in the middle, so it's just gonna be like a tent on my head. So we'll see what happens.
Oh man, you just have to research styles to where like you'll find the look that you're looking for. You got
I
to
hear
do
you.
it.
I hear you. But how much effort do you put in the morning to making your hair look a certain way?
What was that? Not much.
I
That's what he said.
love you.
I shower.
Yeah, because that's about all the energy I got. I'd like to take a shower and it do what I want it to do.
I have to fucking like blow dry it so like the middle part does it like goes the right way. I have to like brush it back. I have to brush it forward so I get the tangles out.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't combed my hair in over a month at this point. It's like only knots. It's gonna be so painful the next time I do it.
Printed.
I know. Anyway. All right, you guys land in Nadiz. Meredith will kind of gather you at the door before you leave. Is there anything that I can, anything else that I can help you with? Any questions I can answer before you go on your way?
If for some reason we end up in Baltorum, what's the name of your connection?
Her name is Misty. She's a tabaxi, so her name is what was it?
Misty morning.
It is something
cute,
like that, actually. I think it's Mist of the Morning.
Damn. Did you know that, or were you just guessing?
I knew that.
Okay. I'm like, damn, that's a really good guess.
Yeah, Misty is her name.
Okay. Do you want any souvenirs?
From you, Mog, I would love any souvenir you think is fitting.
I'm gonna hug her and grab my stuff and leave the ship.
Safe travels. Please be safe, and please help us figure out what's going on. She'll say to the rest of you as you walk off. Yeah. As you exit the ship, you're greeted by two massive guards. They're both about 6'5". One is orcish and one is human. They're wearing golden plated armor, and it seems like there are dragon scales attached to the plates. They both have a massive great sword on their side, and in front of them is an ornately dressed man. He's wearing a purple robe. His hair is nicely styled, and he's wearing just a subtle amount, but a noticeable amount of makeup. And he'll greet you. Hello, welcome to the great city of Nadiz. You're our honored guests here, and I'd like to welcome you to our wonderful city. My name is Jeremiah, and I am going to show you around the beautiful city of Nadiz and take you to your room for the evening. Is there anything in particular that I can show you on our way?
We've heard a lot about this bazaar. Do they have any camels?
That is a good question. I believe at the bazaar there are several animal vendors that I could show you.
Sweet.
Can we also go by the forge?
Would you like a tartlet?
Oh, no, thank you. And yes, we can definitely stop by the forge, and I'll show you these on the way. And once we make our way to our rooms, you're welcome to drop your belongings and make your way to all of these places. Now, if you would follow us, please. And he's going to turn, and the guards are going to turn behind him and kind of form a wall and walk right behind him.
Walking behind them, can I kind of like try and inspect their like chest plates and stuff, like any of the armor made of the golden dragon scales, and just kind of get like an eye for what kind of quality it is?
Yeah. Give me a check with your blacksmithing tools. Or actually, yeah, give me a check with your blacksmithing tools.
18.
18, from what you can see, it is very high quality.
Okay, I'm just gonna stare at that as we walk behind them.
Yeah, it seems like somebody who is very good at their job made these the armor, and it's kept after very well.
I want to try to like jog behind the guards, poking my head to where I can talk to Jeremiah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, so Mr. Jeremiah, sorry, I'm getting kind of winded. As your esteemed guest, do we get any sort of price breaks at the bazaar?
The hotel room tonight is on me. The bazaar, we like to respect the free market. So they will charge you what they will, but trust me, they're fair market prices.
Is there a place we can get some of that fancy armor that you have?
I'm sorry, this is for the Golden Guard only.
How do we become a Golden Guard?
You live in Nadiz and you devote your life to service of this beautiful city.
What if I get really big and ask politely?
Mom.
He's going to pretend like he didn't hear that, and he's going to point to his right, where you'll see a massive tent that seems to be stretched on top of several buildings. There are kind of buildings on the outskirts of it, and there's a tent that seems to meet at a point in the center of all the buildings. And he'll point that out. That, my friends, is the bazaar. Around the outskirts, there are two exotic animal dealers. Exotic and mundane animal dealers. And I believe you will be able to find yourself a camel in their supply. Outside of that, in the bazaar, there is anything that you could possibly imagine. There are spices from all over the world. weapons and armor, you seem to be a formidable group. Gemstones and fine clothing and all of the best food in all of Naren can be found in our bazaar. Moving along, though, we will pass by the Uruk Forge. I know you mentioned you'd like to see it. This is run by a generational group of orcs. So I'm not sure if you're familiar. You should be with our Narnian history, but the Orcish rebellion happened many centuries ago. And the Uruks were some of the first orcs that were released from captivity following their defeat in the Orcish rebellion. And they set up shop here in our beautiful city of Nadiz as blacksmiths. I'm not sure if you've heard of this, but they practice the art of bloodsmithing, and they're very skilled, some of the best in the world, and definitely the best in Naren at their craft. You'll keep walking, and he kind of keeps pointing to various historical sites in the city. Oops.
What about the bookstore?
I'm sorry, I showed you guys the wrong city. This is
Oh,
Nadiz.
well, that's much nicer.
Yeah, this is. I'm sorry, I forgot that's where we were. Yeah. So. Yeah. So you landed over here, where this ship is here. And you made your way past the bazaar and then past the forge. Yeah. And you're making your way up to kind of the base of the Temple de la Malchus, where the Sand Pit Inn and Suites is located. Just kidding. Where the Sand Pit Inn and Suites is located. Okay. Yeah, and he'll kind of point this out. He'll say the temple, which was previously our royal palace here before the democracy of Naren took over, has many buildings and areas, and this beautiful garden section is the Sand Pit. It's the largest and most popular inn and tavern in town, and it is where we have agreed to provide you a night's rest before you head out tomorrow. Yes, is that correct? You plan to leave tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Very well. The night is paid for at the Sand Pit, and he'll walk you up. You have a nice room near the top up here, and he'll show you in. And it's nice. You've got kind of a living area, and there are 3 separate bedrooms, each with a couple beds in them. And he'll show you into the room. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Do
you have any? Sorry, go ahead.
Do you guys make weapons out of the dragon scales too, or is it just armor?
Well, and one of the guards will kind of tap Jeremiah on the shoulder, and he'll pull his weapon out, and you'll see the hilt of it is actually made of teeth. I'll say the scales are best suited for armor, but all of our weaponry was provided by the great ancient gold dragon the city is founded on top of. Makes us the most formidable guard in all of Naren.
So don't piss them off. Got it.
Mog's jaw just drops and he takes a seat.
Do you know a Jade Bones? He's at the Spire of Solitude.
I do not. you need more information about the Spire of Solitude, I would suggest visiting with our mini Malchus priests.
Okay. Thank you.
Worth a shot.
Well, if that's all, then I hope you enjoy your stay in our beautiful city. Checkout is at 7 a.m. tomorrow, and yes, enjoy the evening.
Check out
7
as a
a.m.
steamed guest.
Y'all
And he's
motherfuckers be getting up early.
gonna close the door behind him.
So, forge time.
A 7 a.m. checkout is nuts. I know it's free, but like, I'm not used to this.
Okay, let's go to the forge.
Yeah,
And the bazaar.
and the temple.
And
I
we
like-
gotta go.
Oh yeah, the temple.
We gotta go to get the books too.
Yeah, Brumilda's, you didn't walk by, it's on the other side of the...
We got a lot to do. Let's get
Very
out.
little time.
Okay. So the forge first.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you make your way out of the sand pit, down the short path to the Uruk Forge. The streets are kind of inlaid with this beautiful blue stone. All of the people you see are dressed very finely. It's very nicely dressed. They all seem to be busy going about their days. And you find the Uruk Forge. There's a note on the door that says they have an undisturbed working time from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. when they get their work done. Shopping hours are in the afternoons. And now it's about noon, so you have about an hour before they open for shopping.
Okay. Well, let's go to the bookstore first, and then we'll come back. Circle back.
Okay. Question. As we're like walking through the streets, I know the tour guide said that there was like a noticeable lack of poverty. Can Mog kind of like be on the lookout for anyone that might seem like impoverished or anything? Because he doesn't believe that a city this large is free of poverty.
Yeah. Give me a perception check as you walk.
Cass is looking too.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah.
why would there be housekeepers if there's no poverty?
Give me a perception check.
Dirty 20. Oh, damn.
Nat 20. All right. Yeah, you guys make your way to Brumilda's. You don't see anybody that is dressed poorly. You don't see anybody you don't see any beggars. I mean, mainstays in even towns like Myrtle Grove, right? Myrtle Grove has its fair share of beggars or working class people. Everybody here seems to be strangely white collar. Like almost everybody works in some job that doesn't require the use of their hands. With a nat 20, you notice you haven't seen a callus in this place. It's very upper class and fine. Yeah, everything seems very prim and proper. I mean, you almost blinded yourself looking at the armor of one of the Golden Guards. Their armor is so shiny and unused.
So when
you do notice right before you get to Brumilda's, there seems to be a little bit of a commotion, and some guards are carrying somebody, and you see them push them through a doorway and close it behind them, and then walk away.
So what you're saying is to beat poverty, we need a stronger police force.
I want to walk up to the guard and ask him to tell me what that was all about.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
There's no
Can I
order
listen?
bossing
I'm gonna
thing.
I think you really should tell me, and I'm going to try to persuade him.
Okay.
Gosh.
I have a plus 11 to persuasion, by the way, in case anybody just
Jesus Christ.
what?
Okay. Well, look. You're Ian, aren't you? I recognize you.
Oh, hey, they're an idol.
Hey. All right. Okay, fine. Look, I'm sure you know how things work in Nadiz. The that person, we just caught them.
Being poor.
They couldn't pay for their lunch, and so, they had to go.
Makes sense.
Gotcha. No,
Where did
totally,
they go?
totally makes sense.
I want to spit on them. So where did they go?
Right. Well, you might have missed your spitting opportunity. I wouldn't recommend opening the door, but you know where we put them, right? The rats. You know where we put them?
I mean, I know, but my friends obviously don't. So
All right. Well, welcome to Nadiz. It's a beautiful city, and it's beautiful for one reason. We have an ancient system of catacombs where, it's a wonderful, wonderful invention by our forefathers to put those catacombs down there. Because you know what catacombs are good for? They're good to put bodies in. Yeah.
Do you have?
I
I'd
don't.
love to see them.
I don't have a map of the catacombs. I'm sorry. But we better get back to work, so we'll leave you to it.
You guys
If you
are
do
doing
see
a great
somebody,
job.
begging or asking for something, just make sure you get your spitting in before you call us, and then do make sure you call us. We're always happy for tips. And he'll kind of give you a salute and walk away.
Oh.
Thank
Holy-
you.
I
Ian's
want to go
gonna
to
turn around and go,
Baltimore.
Awesome.
I wanna
That's
go,
crazy.
I want to go to Baltimore.
We're serious about the catacomb.
Well, yes, guys, we really
No,
can't
guys, I
make
love a good tunnel.
Even murder tunnels?
glad we ain't got no broke boys.
All right. Are you headed into Brumilda's, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye out for like any kind of catacombs, like tourism, like maps, any kind of mention of them. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it.
Broomhilda's might have a map of the catacombs. It's a bookstore.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, you head into Brumilda's. This is a massive, and you can tell, ancient building. I mean, it looks like it was probably one of the first buildings in Nadiz, and it's ancient, and it's like floor to ceiling books. It's a beautiful building, and there are a number of people browsing in the building when you walk in. You see, kind of in the center of a very large room is a square-shaped desk with a very old. Let's see, Romilda is.
Is she now?
Yeah, a very old Owlin woman. Standing at the center. Looking kind of reading over a book and helping out customers periodically as they walk up.
Should we go ask her or just start looking around?
Yeah, you see a number of people standing around, so around her, kind of checking out and stuff, and it's a fairly busy store. So you can wait in line to ask her, or you can just start looking around.
I'm gonna start looking around.
Okay.
Is there anything labeled about like where certain things are? Or is it
The labeling seems to be by author. So unless you know the author. But if you're looking for something specific, maybe you can ask people, or you can just start trying to look at covers. What are you looking for, Cass? Catacomb maps?
Yeah.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
No.
All right, Arab, what are you looking for?
I will look for books on like the chosen stuff, and I'll cast guidance on myself as well.
Yeah. Cass walks into the men's restroom.
And D4 as well. So 12.
12. Yeah, you find a section. It seems like there's an author named Seraphina who writes about the gods. But it doesn't seem like it necessarily has to do with the chosen stuff that you can tell. She seems to just write a general guide for each of the gods, but that's what you find.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna look for if Jade Bones authored any books.
Oh, all right.
Great idea.
Yeah, so you don't. I don't even need a check for that. You can just make your way to the J's, and you do find a book from Nicholas Jadebones. It's called Narnian Myths and Legends: Tales of Gods and Heroes.
Damn.
And all.
Okay, I'm grabbing that.
What we need.
Mog.
I want to look for books on smithing techniques, especially ones that have to do with the like golden scale and tooth swords.
Oh, okay. All right, give me an investigation check.
Oh, 16. Thank God. I've rolled so well for these. Mog's not the brightest.
16. You find a few smithing books. Nothing seems to be specifically about smithing with dragon scale or bone. Would you like the smithing books that you found? Would you like me to list those?
If you could just list just the ones I found.
Yeah. You found a fairly new book. The Modern Smith: Innovations and Advancements in Metalworking. Seems to be an essentials book. And he found this one. Kind of just seem to be general smithing books.
Can I take fire and steel?
Yeah. Yep. And
how do I mark myself as not?
You found a book about dandelions.
That's one of the...
What did you say, Ian?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys...
Is it really just about dandelions?
Yep. Yeah, you find it's a children's book about dandelions.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Those of you who found a book, would you like to go to the front or go to the...
I'm looking for this actually.
Is there anyone around me?
An Elminster book?
Yeah.
In the children's dandelion book section?
Yeah, you see an elder dragonborn gentleman and a younger halfling girl. Honestly, they're probably the same age, knowing how both of those races age, but they're...
Are they looking at things, or what are they?
Yeah, they're both browsing the shelves around you.
I'm gonna walk up to the halfling.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, hello there.
Oh, yes, hello.
So I got a bit lost, and I have to admit I'm not a very good reader. Is this book about the catacombs?
The what?
The catacombs?
No, this book's about dandelions.
Hmm. Do you know anyone who, like, where I could find any books about catacombs? Just like what shelf I need to look at.
I think I shouldn't be talking to you. And she's gonna run away.
Oops.
Wrong person. Should have talked to the Dragonborn.
Did the old Dragonborn man hear me?
No, he's not paying attention. Are you gonna go talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna like scoot over to him.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Hey, I'm not a very good reader, so I'm trying my best to find some books.
Oh, well, it looks like you found a fine book there, young lady.
Can you tell me what it's about?
It appears to be about a dandelion.
I'm trying to find books that are more like about tunnels.
Tunnels. I believe there's a book about, I read one, an interesting one recently, about a gigantic worm who dug tunnels underneath the mountains, to the east of here. It was a wonderful book.
I gotta tell you, I've already lived that. I don't need to read a book about it.
It was purple.
You must live an interesting life, young lady.
I live an interesting life, but reading is difficult.
Well, what might you need to find?
Tunnels like about like this area. Have you ever heard tunnels around this area?
You know, I can't say I have.
Are you from this area?
Why, yes, born and raised in Nadiz. My father was a shoemaker, and I'm a banker.
Oh, you're a banker. Cool.
Yes.
Do you know?
If you wouldn't mind, I was reading an interesting book about the lesser gods of Brill. I think I might buy this one.
The Brill? Oh, fuck! I erased it. What was the thing about Brill that we had to know about that we were told?
That's
about?
the name of the universe.
Brill is the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
There was something that I wrote down about it. Okay. So you don't know anything about the catacombs?
Well,
There's someone that I
excuse me, I must be on my way. And he'll hurriedly walk away.
That's 0 for 2.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys headed up to the register?
I'm looking for a book.
Yeah, did you need to look around, or do you want to talk to the shopkeep?
I'm looking for a specific author.
Oh, he's got an author he wants to look for.
Oh, Elminster Amar?
Yeah, they're the ones that did the Arcane Arts of Beginner's Guide. I need the advanced guide.
All right.
Or something.
Yeah, I got you. We got to see what the shop has. All right, you find Elminster seems to be a prolific author.
That's what
A James Patterson type, if you will.
Let's go.
Comparing Elminster to James Patterson is wild.
I want all of them.
I maybe
Because
start
that
with one and see how much it is. That way we don't get the cops called on us for not being able to afford all of them.
I'll put,
Oh, I have.
What do you want to do?
I
yeah,
want to look
see?
for one
There
of the
you
old
go.
rooms that has the old books in it.
All right,
I'm a
give me
scholar, bro.
investigation. What?
I said, after all, I'm a scholar. I need all these books.
Yeah, you do. You do. Okay. Arab, was there anything else you were looking for? Or are you going to go to the front with them? You might have some luck if you ask the person for what you're looking for, but
Or, I mean, I'll get in line to ask, but also as like a side thing, is that Elminster? Elminster?
what do you mean, Elminster?
Like the Elminster? From like D&D lore?
Elminster is like a notable like wizard figure
like-
in like actual D&D lore.
Yeah, he's like the chosen of
Forgotten
Mystra.
Realms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
I don't know. We plagiarize from a variety of sources. So.
No, y'all come up with everything on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight from the top of the noggin.
Same with maps. B makes all of them, including this one.
Yeah, like this one. Also, Colby, that ship is an airship. Thank you very much. That's a landing pad.
It's allowed to be there.
Yeah, ignore the fact that
It's not
this
a parking
weird
space.
pocket of water has no exit or entrance.
Yep. You get 3 boats are in there.
No, it can go underneath that bridge.
What
Maybe
bridge?
this one
That's a
can.
solid wall.
Yeah,
Also, like this, just kind of like, does it go under? Like, does this walkway continue underneath?
yeah, these
Does it
are
hit a
pretty
wall?
good for giving the general theme of what the place looks like. But as soon as you start looking at it any closer, it's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. I've tried to make battle maps, and we did do one, but it only worked because I blacked out certain areas that didn't make sense, and even then, it still didn't make a ton of sense. So battle maps I have to do on my own, but the big city maps, AI can help me out a little bit at least. So don't look at it too much. But yeah, you guys make your way to the front after a short wait in line. Brumilda will greet you. Wait, hello there, my young patrons. What can I do for you?
These, and I'll put them on the counter.
These.
It's wonderful to see young people taking an interest in the arts. So for those 3, that will be. Let me check my my logs. Well, let's see. We've got the Secrets of the Weave, Elminster's Guide to Elminster, wonderful man.
Dude.
And the Art of Wizardry.
Yep.
Well, that will be 270 gold pieces for the 3 of them.
You see,
Hey, he knows Jeremiah.
okay, look.
Who's Jeremiah?
The
Okay.
Grand Wizard.
What's the cheapest one?
Oh well, all of those Elminster books, those are each at 90 a piece. They're all the same.
That's damn. All right. I'm gonna have to be back.
He
Oh,
forgot his
wonderful.
wallet at home.
Yeah.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. Anyway, enjoy your day, son. And you, young man, she'll point to Ian.
Yes, I'd like to buy this book. And I hold the Narian Mist book.
Oh, that's Jade Bones. Not sure I've heard of this fella. All right, let me look this one up. That one is 65 gold pieces. A cheap one.
For a Jade Bones book?
Yes.
You.
For this Jade Bones book, did you find others?
There's more?
I don't know.
Well, I've bought Jade Bones books in the past, and they've only been 45 gold.
Let's not haggle in the city that throws away poor people.
Well,
That's a
go
great
ahead and
argument.
give me a persuasion check.
That's a great argument.
But, well, son, you know, the price of books depends on the shipping costs and the rarity and the quality of the content. And you see, all of those things considered, this one is going to be 65 gold pieces. And the kind of smile that was on her face will leave, and she'll stare you directly in the eyes.
That's with my persuasion check.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna begrudgingly put the 65 gold pieces on the counter.
Oh, thank you, son. Have a good one.
Huh?
You said there were more Jade Bones books?
I don't know. I've never heard of Jade Bones before. I was just assuming they're over there. I suppose if you're looking, I could look at my my ledger, if that's what you're asking.
It's your list, yes.
Oh. Wait, all right. No, it looks like Jade Bones was not as prolific as our Mr. Elminster there. It looks like he's got one book.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much. And then I'm gonna put a gold on the table for her.
Oh dear, I don't take tips. Thank you. And she'll flick it off the table.
Gosh, this is a crazy place.
Don't pick it up, you'll look weak.
And then, could I ask her about any books about if they have any books on the Chosen?
What do you mean the Chosen?
I read a book back at Aetherwood Academy regarding a what was his name? I can pull it up. I have the book. But yes, it was a guy that was chosen by all of the gods and was able to Elnor? Wait, no, that's a totally different book. Chosen. Rolling through. Alaric. Yes. He was apparently chosen by all the gods in a way. Became a vessel of divine harmony, embracing the teachings and the guidance of Ogma, Saloon, Tamora, Mashaba, Malchus, Eldath, and Nadiz in balanced synthesis.
Do you happen to know who that book was by?
I still have it on me, don't I? Or could I look at
Maybe.
the author?
I can look at it.
Because that was the book I had. That wasn't one I checked out.
It was just called Chosen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just called Chosen. Okay. Oh, well, you said Alaric? I actually have a book by that fella here.
Oh. I would be very interested in that.
The Chosen One's Quest, a journey of self-discovery. Seems a little hokey to me, but I can direct you to it. That will be, I can tell you now, it'll be 85 gold pieces.
Okay.
I know, they're
I'll take that off my sheet.
Can you guys add the books you found to your book page?
I already did.
Thank you.
What was the Dandelion book about? Did I read it?
Dandelion.
It was a children's book about a dandelion that needed water, and its friend, the eagle, managed to find it some water.
Man. You just can't find that kind of thing in the mines, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do you have any books about the catacombs?
Oh, I she'll swallow loudly. Um,
Ooh.
are you sure you know what you're asking about?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What
And
about
she's
this?
gonna kind of,
What about this one instead? And I'll put fire and steel up there and just kind of cut my eyes at Iam.
yeah, she'll glance toward the door where one of the guards is stationed. Right. Which book did you put on the
Fire
desk?
and steel.
Ah, a young blacksmith, are you?
Yeah, I made this, and I'll pull out my the goblet that doesn't break.
This book's written by some wonderful young blacksmiths down in Boltorum, the Prismatic Forge. You familiar?
I've heard of them. I didn't know they made a book on it.
Yeah. Well, their fathers or grandfathers, perhaps, but yeah, wonderful people they are. A little sketchy, but they're good. They're good people. Fire and Steel. This one will be 100 gold pieces.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll pay it. Oh gosh, that's a lot. Now, this is to buy them, not rent them, correct? Like check
Yep,
them out.
you're a wonderful, full owner of these books.
Thank
Can
you.
I do anything else for you?
I think we're okay for now. Sorry if we caused you any trouble. We won't be back for a while.
We'll never be back.
Well, come back whenever you please. And take care. And she's gonna stare at Iam specifically as you guys walk out.
Damn, I got a lot of admirers around here.
Okay, so I don't think we try and haggle for lower prices, and I don't think we bring up the catacombs unless we want to be thrown in them.
Oh, I'm famous. They'll let me out. It's fine.
What if they don't?
So curious.
I'm gonna walk up to the guard and ask if he wants me to sign anything for Nair Idol.
Is this a different guard?
It is a different guard.
I'm gonna say, I know Nair Idol is popular among the guards. You want an autograph?
Can I get persuasion?
I'll pat him on the shoulder and cast guidance too, but I don't know if he needs it.
I don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a 19, just like without the
Wow.
11.
That's her
Yeah,
first 30.
Yeah, he'll kind of look around, and he's like, "All right," and he'll pull out a sheet of paper and kind of hold it close to him to have you sign it.
I'll give. Hold on. I can give my quill actually, so you can sign it real quick. Hold on.
After the guard hands over a piece of paper to get signed, I'm going to pull his armor down and just kind of expect the gauntlets.
Yeah, he seems to ignore whatever you're doing because he's pretty excited about this.
That's fine, as long as I get a look.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Rolled a fucking 30.
This is actually your other stalker that you come into contact with.
Yeah. As soon as you're done
You're
signing
green ink.
Oh, green ink?
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you're done signing it, he'll kind of put the thing away. He'll push Mog away, like toward the door. He'll say, "Thank you. Move on. Move along."
Okay.
Does he giggle?
Yeah, he's trying to hold a straight face. Like, yeah. But yeah, with that, you leave Broomhilda's. Where are you headed?
The forge.
Yeah, at this point, the forge you would know would be open. You walk past the sand pit, the entrance to the sand pit, and you start making your way to the Uruk Forge. As you're walking there, uh, a sheen, you get a tug on your sleeve, and you turn, and there's kind of a younger dragonborn woman, and she's going to kind of lean in real close and whisper to you. Um, I'm so sorry to ask you this, but I'm short 2 gold pieces. I just need dinner for my kids, and myself tonight. I get paid tomorrow, please. I'm begging you, just 2 gold pieces, please. You look like you're not from around here, so you won't maybe report me. Please.
Just Cass hear this?
Yeah, no problem. And I'm gonna hand her 2 gold pieces.
Yeah, and as you're kind of reaching in your pocket, you get shoved back. Can I get a strength save from you?
I fail.
Okay. Yeah, you get shoved back. And one of the guards is standing between you and her. She's grabbed, and he starts walking away with her as she's screaming.
Hey! What's going on?
Mind your business, citizen.
Okay.
What do we...
And he's going to keep pushing. The rest of you can definitely see at this point she's kind of struggling and making noise.
I want to watch where they go.
They're going to make their way. He's going to push her past the Uruk Forge and around this corner over here. You guys are over here. So you're about here. And he takes her over here somewhere. You can see them go around the corner.
Can Cass start looking for any of those like weird tunnel entrances that she saw like learn to find on campus?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
No, okay.
Or you can give me what's your survey? You have a +4 to that. Yeah, you rolled poorly. You don't see any around where you are. But yeah, they kind of go out of sight.
Perception is 13, so like as I'm walking, can I use that number instead?
Yeah, I'll use that. You can use 13 to spot things as you walk. You do notice with your 13 passive perception, standing outside the Uruk Forge is an orcish, a kind of a young orcish man who is leaned up against the door watching you guys right now. Seems like he just watched everything that happened and now he's watching you.
How close are we?
Let's get out of here.
You're about 20, 30 feet away.
I'm just gonna like
a little further than that, actually. Yeah.
Whoever I'm standing next to, I'm just gonna like elbow and then like nod as subtly as possible into their direction, the orc's direction. I mean, we're all going to the forge, right?
That was the direction you were headed, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like keep an eye out, you know, that kind of like move.
Okay. How subtly do you do that?
So super subtly.
Okay.
Very small person, just super subtle.
All right, give me a stealth.
And one of my detention buddies, Iam. I'm gonna do it with Iam. And I need to do a stealth. I think I have advantage on this.
No, you get a plus. It doesn't matter. Yeah, super subtle. All right.
I'm gonna walk up to this orc fellow and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Iam Tongi. We're here on a school trip, sort of mission. I have a friend here who's a blacksmith. He was interested in your family's forge.
Hi.
he'll reach out his hand kind of hesitantly. Hi, I'm Zogar, Uruk. You can call me Zo. Um,
Is this your forge?
yeah, it's my dad's forge. Come on in, and he'll open the door and let you guys in.
Mog's gonna run inside.
If they start speaking Orcish, Cass is listening.
Okay.
Do you speak Orcish?
Yep, I do.
What the hell?
SMBK can speak
Or
any.
I'm ready.
I really can.
And he will yell in Orcish kind of back, hey, we have visitors. To the kind of the back. You walk into just kind of a small entryway with a counter in front. You see a handful of weapons aligning the wall behind, and then there's a doorway that leads to some back room. You can smell immediately the smell of a blacksmith that comes through. It's pretty strong, and the room is fairly hazy. But he'll kind of ask you guys, you're not from here, are you?
No, sir.
What gave it away?
We're from Aetherwood.
What gave it away? It was the general lack of apathy towards I don't know, violence towards another person. That gave it away. The people here seem to be generally numbed by that. I could see a reaction from you. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're among friends here. You're among friends, I promise. But did you see what just happened? Do you understand what just happened?
Yeah, they took her away because she was poor.
They
Yeah.
came back?
Pretty jarring.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't understand though, because we're staying at the sand pit, right? It's the sand pit.
Yeah.
We're staying in the sand pit, but who cleans those rooms? Like, if there's no poor people here, who's scrubbing the toilets?
Yeah,
Whoa.
we're the laborers.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Oh.
Hold on.
That
Hold
sounds crazy.
That might be the most privileged statement I have ever heard in all
Oh my god.
Have y'all
What?
seen-
Who's
have y'all-
scrubbing?
Have y'all seen that clip of that lady like trying to?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just gonna say that.
Yes.
If you drive out
The
all the
one-
Mexicans, who is going to be cleaning your houses?
Yeah, that's Ozzy Osbourne's
Oh,
daughter
no,
when
no,
she's
in
trying
the,
to
in
go
the sense that.
from-
And to give context to the recording, I don't have any money and I clean toilets for a living. Like, I'm the person that I am talking about right now.
How long's my mic been flipped up?
No idea.
It is a reasonable question. Generally the poor people in the town do a pretty good job of hiding that they're poor by being hungry all the time. But they can only last for so long.
That's
Um,
awful.
We regularly, I'm sure that you've seen the ads around the rest of Naren. Come to Nadiz. It's a wonderful land of opportunity. Everybody here is rich. Things like that. They bring people in search of opportunity. They come in. They work as long as they can on the savings that they had until they're too poor to afford the outrageous prices. Have you been to a shop in Nadiz yet?
$90 for a book
We went
is
to a
awesome.
It's everywhere. Everything is like that. It's everything is overpriced, and generally the only people that are able to stay afloat here are white collar bankers and owners of businesses, and the priests do pretty well.
So why have y'all stayed here?
Well, we have a pretty good setup here, but it hasn't also always been like this. Recently, the shift has turned towards eliminating the poor because it's been found to be a pretty good tourism draw, and it's worked for about the past 20 years. They've done a pretty good job of maintaining this.
Oh my god.
But look, you don't need the whole history, Nadiz. I saw you. You seemed like a formidable group, and I just wanted to ask you for a favor. Of course, we would pay, and we would repay you, but it's not often that we find visitors who aren't just stupid tourists. It seems like you all have some capabilities about you, and you have maybe a decent moral compass. If I'm wrong, then I'm screwed at this point anyway, right? You're gonna go to a guard and tell me and tell them about me.
No.
No, you're,
No,
you're
What do you
good.
mean?
Just hear me out. We've been trying to feed the people in the catacombs recently, but we've been getting close to being caught. We do as much as we can, but there's not a whole lot to do. We recently got an invitation as leaders. Yes.
the catacombs. You see,
Yes.
my friend over here mentioned the catacombs, and it was like we were saying that everybody could fly. Like, it was just like they seen a ghost.
He can fly, by the way. And
I can't.
20.
Yeah.
But
People-
why is it taboo?
People don't mention it. I don't know, their own guilt, their fear of being associated, any number of things really. But at this point, people in the normal society here, they don't mention it.
How many
It-
people are in the catacombs?
I'm not sure, but it has to be tens, if not hundreds of thousands.
Holy
Why
shit!
don't
like
they all
an-
rise up together and escape?
That's an
Well,
entire civilization.
They are starving. And also, that brings us to my next point. They are regularly removed and sold into slavery into other less desirable regions of Naren. And that brings me to my next point, which is to ask you for your help. There are some slavers that were invited by the local government here in Nadiz to come and have their pick of people in the catacombs for their trade. And we were going to go out into the desert tonight and ensure that they never make it to Nadiz.
Like,
They are leaders of some local group, and so we anticipate that they'll have a decent amount of force behind them. But we figure if we can make a show of force that the deserts around Nadiz are dangerous, then maybe we can make a small dent into this problem.
I'm in.
I think as long as it can't be traced back to us, I'm in.
Oh, I don't fucking care. I'm in.
if Cass
Oh.
is in, I'm in.
They can throw me into the tunnels. I will learn those bitches and get those bitches out.
So it kind of sounds like we're doing this. But like, is there any? Well, first off, have you ever heard of a Jade Bones? Nicholas Jade Bones?
Oh, right.
Oh,
the reason
Uh,
we're here.
I'm afraid I have not. Who is this?
He's an old professor from Aetherwood who lives at the Spire of Solitude now. One of our other professors was trying to get in contact with him over some information that she needed, and we were sent here on a quest to find him.
So you need to get to the Spire of Solitude. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't want to hold you hostage, and I would like to help you out. My mother, she was a former priestess of Malchus, and she might be able to help you with your journey. She is not in the forge at the moment, but I promise you, if you help me out tonight, that tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I can get her with some coffee, and we can help you with navigation to the spire. She's been there before. I'm sure she can help you out.
done.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm totally in.
Wonderful. And I promise we will pay you back for your efforts. I'm not sure what we're going up against, but myself and my brother, and he'll kind of motion towards the back of the forge where you hear some clanging. We're planning on going out today to do this, but we were afraid that the two of us wouldn't be enough. So
You're
Is
probably right.
Yeah.
Is there any way that you can outfit us so we can be as strong as possible when we face them? We can give whatever it is back,
Yeah.
or pay
Hold
for it.
on, hold on.
Or I said, or pay for it.
No,
And
we give
My-
everything.
my hesitancy is if you're found with fully outfitted in Uruk Forge armor.
I hear you. I hear
Just make sure to
If
give
it's
us a
just-
receipt.
If it's just us, then my parents aren't involved and they can continue their business. They don't want any part of this, but we've taken it on ourselves to try and help things out. But I promise, if this is done and we make it through this, that I will help you out as much as I can.
Your parents at least know it's happening, right?
No.
They're vaguely aware of some situations.
Okay, because
Situations.
if things go wrong and you don't return, I think they'd feel really bad.
Oh, they're not going.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, if things go wrong and, you know, their kids don't return and they don't know why,
No, their
Oh.
kids aren't going. They're sending us.
they're coming with, aren't they? No?
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood.
I appreciate your concern. I am an adult. My brother is an adult. We've made this decision. Please just help us
So,
and help all of the people in the catacombs.
yeah.
You got it.
Okay, so wait,
Great.
clear this up for me. The brothers are going with.
The brothers are going with you. The
Okay.
parents
Oh,
are not.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Meet at the main gate at dusk. They won't let us out after dark. But first thing in the morning, we'll take some materials to be a caravan. It won't bring any suspicion. We just have to sleep out there tonight. But we'll intercept their camp, ensure that they make it here, and then we'll come back first thing in the morning.
All right.
Okay.
We're headed to the bazaar. Do you guys have any recommendations on shops there? I know everything's going to be expensive, but
I would suggest not buying any weapons from the people in the bazaar.
well, yeah.
The magical weapons are marked up 500%, and they're not going to be worth it. Yeah, there are a few good food spots. I would say that there's some decent orcish food in there if you care to stop in. Everything else is going to be massively overpriced.
that woman who is carried away. Where's her family?
I'm not sure. It's a big city. Yeah, she was dragonborn. There aren't a lot of them around, but there are enough that I don't know. There's a few 100,000 people here. I can't say for sure.
Okay.
So, like, do you want us to, like, leave now, or can we ask questions about your business?
Ask questions about what?
His business.
Oh, you can ask questions about my business if you'd like.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna dig around in my bag and pull out my book for the Orc Forge, and I'm just gonna start opening it and going to, like, highlighted areas about stuff Mog didn't understand and he wants clarification on. And he wants to know if, like, the bloodsmithing is, like, a cultural thing, if he can do it, or if that's some sort of, like, you know, cultural appropriation that he's not a part of because he wasn't trained by, like, an orcish master. And just basically
There you go.
talking this guy's ear off about orcish smithing techniques that he wants to learn more about.
Yeah, he'll show you. Basically, his entire he's right-handed, so his entire left arm is covered in scar tissue from the blood forging.
Oh my god.
So it's basically like the entire arm, front, back. His hands too are like twice the size of the other hand because of the bloodsmithing.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna kind of look at it and he'll be like, you know, it was It does make a more powerful weapon, but it comes at a cost, and he'll kind of look at it for a minute and then cover it back up under the sleeve. But he'll give you any clarification that you want about any of it.
Cool. I'm literally just gonna spend like as much time as the group will allow me talking about this stuff for him. Specifically, Mog does want to know if he has to like learn bloodsmithing from like an orcish master, because I think in the book that Mog read, it mentioned something like that, but it wasn't. It was like a passing thing.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to be taught by an orc, and only a handful of non-orcs have ever been able to pull it off.
Okay. Damn.
I believe
you'd be hard pressed to find an orc willing to share their secrets.
Would you be willing to come to the Aetherwood Academy and teach me? We have a forge. I'm sort of like the only student that does shit there anyway.
Yeah, talk to me tomorrow about it.
That's
anyway,
a good point.
I should probably get
ask,
back to work.
Can you ask your dad too? Maybe he'll be willing, or your brother.
Yeah, and he'll be like, "I'll see you tonight," and he'll go back into the bathroom.
Okay, thank you, Zhao.
I gotta pee real quick. You guys make a decision about what you want to do next.
I mean, I think we should still go to the bazaar. See what they got.
I say we go to the bazaar and then call Meredith with sending and ask her to bring the airship back so we can go to Volturum.
What?
So we can bring the airship back and go to Volturum instead.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
This place is giving me a major ick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're gonna do something good here, guys.
That's
How
true.
much did you say the magic items for marked up at? 500%?
500%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Magic
Crazy.
items are already stupid expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like $2,500 for something, well, gold for something that's 500 gold.
That's crazy.
That's bad. Why y'all want to go?
They don't speak broke. Because you never know what we might find.
I mean, technically y'all need it more than I do because I got spells, so I'm
We
fine.
could like look for transport to Bolton or Volturum.
We're supposed to leave tomorrow morning though, like after this whole
Yeah, I think we're like stuck here at this point. Like, we got to just help these people get loose, and then we're outie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how much of a good idea it is to come back in the morning.
Yeah.
We have to speak to this orcish woman, but
We should load up with supplies then.
Or as much as we can afford.
Yeah. So we have that book. We should take a look at that book tonight and see if any of those myths help us find the silent column.
Spire of Solitude, but close.
Yeah, that one.
Side quest. Start a revolution with the hundreds of thousands of people that's in the catacombs,
Or tens of thousands.
and then dip like nothing happened.
I mean, yeah, historically, our group is very good at causing revolutions and then just leaving things to, fix themselves.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest, the priests are in on it, and like we're gonna have to dedicate so much more time to it, and it'll be much easier if we don't have a bunch of like smoke monsters following us.
That's a good point.
You're really thinking.
Yeah, I'm
So
worried
you're tablet, and we're coming back.
Oh God, what if the?
Oh yeah, I'm coming back for sure.
What if the orcs team up with get affected by this smoke?
Don't put that in Brendan's head.
Brendan looks up immediately.
And we get thrown in jail.
That's a good idea.
Campaign in jail.
All right, where are we headed?
Bazaar.
All right, you make your way to the bazaar. Is there anything specifically that you guys wanted to look for?
Animals.
No.
Kind of just want to browse.
The animals, yeah, on the outskirt of the bazaar, actually, at the entrance that you find you find crystals, cared for animals. That's the name.
Okay.
And in it kind of, it's like at the edge of the bazaar, so it's not quite under the tent, but you see a couple elephants. You see about 4 camels. There's a bunch of horses, and they're all kind of crammed into this round corral that they're all like
Dirty lizards.
they're trying to bustle for position. You do see a couple lizards in cages. There's a Gila monster and a that wouldn't be called a Gila monster in this, a Gideon monster.
Are they big enough to like ride?
No,
Oh.
Oh,
like they're like I mean, how big's a Gila monster? It's like yeah, it's like that big.
Oh man.
Like an iguana.
Tessa's small, so I was like
Iguana's big though.
Yeah. But yeah, and then a handful of donkeys as well. There's a lot of animals in that round corral.
They probably all have worms. It's fine.
There's a bunch of kids throwing like popcorn and like hot dogs at them as they're like standing around the edge. It's definitely a PETA protest site.
Oh yes, the ancient treat of hot dogs.
Yes.
Okay, where's this crystal woman? I'd like to speak with her.
Yeah, you see a very tall, slender human woman. She has pink hair and she's wearing a poncho, and she's kind of standing with a gecko on her shoulder, looking around, kind of like she's looking for something, but also looking through everything.
Hi there, I'm Ian.
Why, hello, Ian. What can I do for you?
So we're making a trip in the desert.
Wonderful. I love the desert.
Yeah, headed towards Voltarum. And we were looking for some potential mounts that we could purchase to make our treks a bit easier.
We've barely just met.
Don't want to mount you, haha. I'm Mormon, I don't know.
Mog takes a step away from.
Anyway, well, I have a pony.
A what?
A pony?
I'm more interested in camels. We are going through the desert.
Well, ponies are wonderful desert animals. It's a little known fact about them.
Puts on my veterinarian glasses. That's cool. I think we'll stick to camels. They're probably a little bit more suited for what we're looking for.
Mount? We've only just met.
Oh my gosh. She's senile.
Maybe we call her poor and see what the
Not that
guards
old.
can do.
just a desert woman.
The elephants, they've been here for a while. Would you like one?
Yeah, what are you charging for the elephants?
3 diamonds?
Get the fuck out of here.
Actually, I think we're just more interested in camels. What do those run?
Diamond E.
Camels are 150 gold pieces.
Okay.
Or, if you do the math, 1,500 silver pieces. I think.
How much is that in copper?
And copper, that's 150,000 copper pieces. Maybe.
How about you ever heard of the show Near an Idol?
No, I
Okay.
didn't count much.
Well, I think we're done here. We're not interested in these animals. They appear to have been eating hot dogs, and I don't know if they'll make a journey to Voltaire. So
Elephant's natural cuisine is a hot dog. What do you know? Mount? We've only just met.
I'm gonna slowly walk away.
Anyway. All right. Anything else you wanted to look for in the bazaar?
There goes my fucking camel dreams.
Mog does want to look at the magic items that they have.
Yeah, let's just browse and see if anything catches our eye.
All right. Does anybody have detect magic just to save us some time here?
I do.
Or are you gonna cast it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll do it.
Are you gonna cast detect magic, Ashin?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
If there are any rations, Cass is gonna keep an eye out for those.
All right.
I guess Raven has good berry, so
How much gold do each of you have? Just for
Not that damn much.
I got
Not a lot.
200
Five.
now.
470.
100.
470.
I've been saving up.
Boy could have bought us all camels.
okay. Any
I
of
don't
the
wanna
magic
spend all that.
any
I
of the
want to use
magic
the magic spell.
masters. Can you give me an insight check? Yeah, okay, 26. You would know 470 is pushing it, even if they weren't marking up the prices for magic items.
Fun.
So what he's saying is don't waste detect magic.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just giving you the insight that I think Arab would have.
I'm so curious. Do they have anything that I would find interesting?
Okay. Yeah. All right, detect magic. And Ashin, are you casting it as well?
Yeah, I'll cast it.
All right, now can I get perception checks from everybody as you make your way through?
Well, I don't see anything.
21.
Oh!
How's a 27 do? That's also in that 20.
All right. Jesus, Arab. 26 followed by a 27. Okay. Mog, what did you roll?
I got a 21.
A 21. Yeah, you guys make your way through. Mog, you're pointing at things that you think look magical, and they're kind of confirming or denying. You see an ornate dagger that you feel confident is magical, and upon inspection, it's not. It's just a really nice dagger. Maybe elvish made. You do find a nice amulet. It's kind of this broken shard of glass, Mog, that you see, and it looks to you like it's magic, and Ashin confirms to you that it is. And you can see the shopkeeper this bazaar is full of a lot of like antique dealers, it looks like. So there's a lot of just old shit and like nice fancy stuff, but also just junk. But you see this thing and it catches your eye, and it's confirmed to you to be magic. And the shopkeeper will tell you, the shopkeeper is a short, even for a dwarf, short dwarven man, and he seems to be fairly old. I'll say, this is a dark shard amulet. It was fashioned in the plane of the darkness. Yes, the darkness plane. I don't know the name. Maybe you know. Doesn't matter. It was fashioned out of pure darkness, and it allows you to cast a cantrip that you do not know.
How do you know I don't know the cantrip?
I do not know what cantrips you know or don't know. I know that this amulet allows you to cast cantrips you don't know. Unless you know all the cantrips, in which case this amulet is useless for you. Do you know all the cantrips?
I know some.
So this amulet is not useless for you.
Wait, where did you say it was from?
Depends what cantrip.
It's a plane of darkness.
I'm gonna mage hand and rub his back.
What?
My sir, please do not touch the merchandise.
He's merchandise?
How much?
I am the merchandise, as well as my merchandise.
Also, can I ask a side question that's out of character?
Yeah.
Are dwarfs French? Because that's not the lore that I'm familiar with.
No, that's a joke from us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
not a
literally
joke,
been that
that
way
is-
since
yeah.
campaign.
It's canon.
Okay, because I'm familiar with the Lord of the Rings dwarf, and
Nope.
they're
No.
not French.
These
No.
ones are
No.
very French.
Our
I think
dwarves
they
are
were
French.
supposed to
If
be
we ever-
something else, but the accent.
If we
stuck
ever run
really
a
early
Kesmar
on.
No, they were supposed to be French the whole time. We decided that as soon as we threw dwarves at you, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. If we ever run a campaign in Kesmar, I'm gonna require French accents.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Oh, done.
In Dwarvish, I want to apologize for my friend, and then ask him how much this amulet is going for currently.
This amulet is 600 gold pieces. It is one of the more affordable items in the bazaar. I'm sure that all the shopkeepers tell you that, but this is true.
No. In my best like fake French accent in Dwarvish.
I need you
I'll-
to keep.
No.
Oui, oui.
I just basically want to tell him it is rather cheap, but unfortunately we're looking for something of a little higher grade right now. So we'll be taking our business elsewhere.
Nice.
Very well. And Arab.
Mhm.
Sorry, 1 second.
So we're gonna pillage this place when we start the revolution, right?
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I was thinking about setting up like a jam shop or something and just like robbing these people.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. A steady source of income would be fantastic.
I can't have that much HP.
These are all just normal people, just assholes.
Yeah.
If I just wanted to sell I have the armor of fungal spores and like the moondrop pendant, I could probably get 1,000 gold here.
Mm.
Oh my god, are there open stalls? Mog has a couple of like smaller wares that we could maybe try and auction off.
Actually.
Yeah, you can definitely see.
Oh.
Arab, you guys are walking through, and with your perception check, and your detect magic, you spot among a lot of other just nice clothes in general, a cape, and it seems to be the only magic item in this shop.
Mhm.
And it looks actually less nice than all the other like nice clothes in this place.
Mhm.
And yeah, you see this. It's a cape. It has a hood and a kind of a cloak around it. But it's magical amongst kind of a whole array of other clothes.
Okay, all right. Then from my insight, does it look like it's displayed separately? Does it look like it's is it just displayed with all the normal clothes, or is it just it?
Yeah, it's displayed with everything else. So it seems like, yeah, it seems everything else in this stall is mundane. This is the only magic item, and it seems to be displayed with everything else.
Oh, I'll go up to the guy running it, or girl, or they, and ask what all they got.
Yeah, it's a lizard folk person, and they'll say, "Hello, welcome to Manelli's wardrobe. What can I do for you?"
Oh, and real quick before I talk to him, do I have any idea of what this item does with my 26 and 27?
With your perception, I'm gonna say no, you just spotted it. But if you give me an Arcana check, a really good, hang on, before you do it, I'm gonna tell you you need a 22 to be able to tell what it does, and I'll give you on a 19, I'll give you a vague idea.
Before I walk up, I'm gonna go over to a sheet and I'll be like, "Hey, look at that cape and tell me if you see anything." And then
I'm already ahead of you, bud.
I'll cast guidance on myself, I guess. Roll that.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration really quick.
I'll give you those. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see.
Okay.
See what happens.
You know what? I have inspiration. I'm using that too.
You wait. Did you roll that? You can't. You don't use your inspiration before you roll it.
No, that was a Sheen.
That's a shame.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm not just giving myself the 20. No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So you're using your inspiration. You have bardic inspiration, and you have guidance. Is that right?
Yes. Do I
It's just gonna be a cloak of billowing, isn't it?
Okay, I have a D8 and a D4.
You got it.
Okay.
Oof.
17.
Right.
I'm not getting the. Oh,
Wow.
that is
At least you kind of know.
21.
21.
All right.
If it wasn't for my -1 to Arcana.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me figure out the wording for this real quick. Okay. This is a powerful magic. I'll tell you, you can tell based on your like the aura of the magic that's coming off of it. It allows you to cast a 4th level spell.
Ooh,
what?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll
got
give
a
you that. And if you can walk up and smell it, you're close enough. I think that if you with your perception and with your with the rolls that you've given, if you're able to get close enough to it, it smells faintly of brimstone.
Oh my god, I think I know this item.
If it's what I think it is, so that's pretty good.
So,
I'll ask him. Oh, hey, I'm heading out into the
Hold on,
desert.
hold on. Take like 3 items.
Huh?
There you go.
Take like 3 items up. That way he doesn't think you're just after that one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull up a few cloaks. I'll just say, oh, hey, me and my friends are looking for cloaks. How would it be? I'll grab that one and 2 other random ones. How much would it be for these 3?
These are wonderful pieces. Some of my best work, if I do say so. I hand make everything in this shop. Believe me.
Bullshit.
So, for all 3 of them, it'll be 800 gold pieces.
Okay. All right. I haven't asked my friends how much or if they're actually wanting one or what. How much would it be just for one of them? And I'll just motion towards that one.
For that one, some of my less impressive work, I would say. 150 gold pieces for that one.
Oh my god.
That's the cheapest of the 3.
Sure, I'll go ahead and take that. And I'll ask my friends if they want any more. So I'll take the 150 off.
Nah, you got the one that I wanted, so we can't clash and match.
Oh, okay.
These are beautiful pieces. Are you sure?
Maybe
We'll about it. We're not leaving for a while, so we'll let you know.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Can I get a quick persuasion from you?
For me?
Yeah.
What am I persuading?
Can I persuade him?
That you're gonna be back. Oh.
Or we're definitely gonna be. I meant to the bazaar in general. So if that lowers the DC on it.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. Just don't leave my wares sitting. They're beautiful pieces. This
is... want me to put the other two back? Oh, I can do that for you. I didn't mean to be rude.
Just don't leave them be. They need to be bought.
Oh, I understand. Yes, I like this one a lot. I'll see if I can talk any of my friends into buying any.
All right.
And I'll leave, and I will immediately be trying to figure out what spell this is now that I have it in my hands.
Mog's over, at the end of the rack, pulling it off and making kind of a disgruntled face, looking at every sort of fucked up sew line or knit in the fabric, and I'm just okay.
Now that I'm touching it, can I give it one more shot?
Yeah, one of you give me Arcana at advantage since you're both.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give advantage to myself again, or guidance to myself again if he's gonna roll.
Yeah, that's fine. You go ahead and roll it too. I really do not know
then
what this
at
is.
Advantage and then D4, so dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, it was gonna be a 20 to do it. It's a cape of the Mountebank.
It's the Dimension Door one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
So you can look that up. It's in the base game.
Mm-hmm. Dimension Door is I can do me and myself as an action, or 60 feet or something.
No, Dimension Door is you and up to one other person, up to 500 feet away.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it's a 4th level spell. It's crazy.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Fun fact: Twilight or Trickery Domain clerics get it, which is fun.
Huh. Yeah, so the cape smells faintly of brimstone while wearing it. You can use it to cast Dimension Door as an action. This property of the cape can't be used again until the next dawn. When you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in, and it dissipates at the end of your next turn. A light or stronger wind disperses the smoke.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, I'm reading it's a creature of your size or smaller. How big can Mog get?
Small Mog can. Big Mog not.
Yeah, you can teleport little Mog all you want. Big Mog ain't going anywhere.
No, I was thinking about giving it to you and potentially you just taking our big bat off a cliff or something.
Oh my god, wait. I take half bludgeoning damage, so I can just throw myself off a cliff.
I can also cast Featherfall only on you.
That's true.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything else in the bazaar? The sun is starting to go down, and it's getting to be late afternoon.
I don't know.
I think we're good with those prices. We got lucky to find something he didn't know was magic.
Yeah, that 20 on the perception really saved us there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then we will leave with. Are you guys cool to head to the gate and meet the Uruks?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm good.
All right, and we'll call it there for this evening.
Oh, let me make sure to add that item to my inventory.
That might have been our scariest shopping session
yet. You guys were forced to overpay dramatically for a bunch of books, and then you wildly underpaid for a very powerful magic item. That item was in there. Only was going to be found by a nat 20, and so you You did good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Great job, team. Woo.
I'm nervous
Fun
about
fact.
this fight.
I tried
Yeah,
to
me too. For sure.
I tried to scare you away by asking how much money you guys had, but it props to you for your resilience there, or maybe stubbornness. I don't know what it was, but
I mean, I
Just
like
a will.
doing good job.
yeah, a will to shop.
No, I really like how dude was really just talking out his ass. I made all of them.
I made every
Yeah,
single
he
one of
didn't-
these.
Yeah,
So-
what?
Fun fact: Tyreek Hill has paid more in fines than Caitlin Clark is making her first year.
That's crazy.
And to be
What?
clear, the fines are for not
It
wearing
makes like
socks.
70K her first year.
For not wearing socks?
For
Yep.
not wearing socks, the NFL fined him $100,000 over the course of his
One league.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Socks.
and he just pays it.
He doesn't wear socks. No.
Yeah. He
Did
paid
it go
that.
to charity?
He paid. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they.
That's what they
Oh.
do with NFL fines. They donate to charity.
Okay.
He also paid the salary of that photographer who he took the phone of and did the flip.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
that guy works for him. That's why he did that.
Oh,
That's his
Okay.
personal like videographer and like
Really?
social media manager. Yeah.
I heard he got fired from whatever job he had for like
Fired
Tyreek.
too.
Or he got they removed his pass, I think, for that year. Or I might be thinking of a different
Oh.
guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know he has like a personal guy that gets to walk the sideline that does pictures and videos for him.
Yeah.
Thank you for the item, Brendan.
you rolled the only thing you had to roll to get it.
Yep. Also, shout out to Tristan for giving or for the Bardic, because without that,
I mean,
no, I
yeah.
probably would have bought it either way, but
At
still.
that point, we had to throw everything on.
Mhm.
I was very curious of what this magic item did.
Yeah, that was good. How do you guys like Nadiz?
It's terrifying.
Yeah, not a fan.
We found out about the
Very
existence
safe.
of an underground slave trade. There's an entire catacomb system where they made a civilization of poor people.
Yeah.
We've basically had our livelihoods threatened by a librarian today.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I think things could have gone worse.
I'll be honest with you, Cass was about to turn that librarian in. Like, I was contemplating the direction of my character because I was like, am I going to be good or not? Because I was going to, like, whisper to the guards, like, she stole from the cash register and then, like, move on.
Oh,
Oh my
But I decided not to do it because I'm a good person.
dang it. If we ever go back to
I
our
appreciate
first
the attitude.
campaign, Aerith is stealing that.
Yeah.
That's dang. We probably
Yo,
would.
we could have pillaged the place afterwards, too.
Done that.
Hey, you guys have an untapped army in this place if you can figure it out.
It's just that they literally like an entire civilization of people down there.
To be clear, all the bards love Nairn Idols, so we'd be fine.
The guards love Nairn Idol, but the guards don't love not being killed. So I love not being killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Little confused.
there we go. Good job, guys. All right, have a good night.
Everyone
Good night,
say bye to the
everybody.
recording.
Bye,
recording.
recording.
Bye, Topo.